that Trump committed. Now, let me move on to Miss Puffy Lips, Alina Habba. She went to something called the Widener University Commonwealth Law School. The Widener University Commonwealth Law School. It's in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and it is ranked near the very bottom of law schools by U.S. News and World Report. But the university has been silent. You would think that a lawyer defending the former president of the United States, even against the kind of charges that Trump has been convicted of, that the school that graduated her would be proud of one of their graduates, right? But she graduated just 13 years ago, and she has been representing the Orange Antichrist. She's on national television. She's on all over social media with her pouty lips. But Widener Commonwealth, that little-known private institution in Harrisburg, has been silent. Widener Commonwealth University, the university itself, and the deans and the professors and alumni that were contacted by various members of the press had effectively nothing to say about Alina Habba. And there's also no mention of pouty lips on the Widener Commonwealth's website in a little section called Alumni Spotlight. And pouty lips has not been the subject of any stories on the Alumni News section of their website. I don't doubt that, not at all. Now, the only appearance, according to what I have here, of pouty lips at all comes on page 35 of volume 17, number 2 of the Widener University School of Law magazine, which was published 13 years ago. On the bottom of page 35, right there where she's mentioned, she is mentioned as the student co-chair of the class of 2010 gift committee. And she's pictured holding a basketball. And the caption says this is part of sports equipment and a shed to house it that her class donated to the school. Oh, well, good for you, pouty lips. Now, if you fast forward 13 years to the here and now, this crazy, incompetent little shit, pouty lips, has been widely criticized for incompetence. She displays ignorance about the most basic aspect of courtroom protocol and procedure. She doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. Neither does her client. Now, as reported, those shortcomings and others became glaringly apparent in this week's federal case to determine damages allowed to E. Jean Carroll for defamation by Trump, who had previously been found liable by a federal civil jury for sexually abusing and defaming Miss Carroll. And then I'm going to quote some of this, referring mockingly to one of the Trump's defunct business ventures. A post on X said, quote, "Did Alina Habba get her law degree at Trump University?" End quote. And some of the other comments included snarky comments, which I fully support. Here's one. "Are we sure Habba went to law school?" You can go to law school by working as a custodian. I could go get a job here at the University of Georgia Law School, which is a pretty good one, if I just applied to be somebody who picked up the trash. I could say I went to University of Georgia Law School and stop right there, right? Somebody else posted, "Alina Habba got her law degree from a box of Cracker Jack." Another one posted, "Alina Habba has single-handedly devalued a law degree from Widener University," end quote. Now, among the things that this crazy little pouty lips did, she failed to stand when addressing the district judge, Louis Kaplan, which is a matter of courtroom protocol. which got a rebuke from the judge. I mean, there's certain things you do when you're in a court, when you're in a federal courtroom. There just is. There just are. She talked back, snarky conversation to the judge, like she might have been talking to one of her sorority sisters or something. She didn't understand, didn't know how to enter something in evidence. And according to witnesses who watched this debacle, the judge was almost teaching her trial procedure, how to do things as this case progressed. Now, of course, Trump just sat there with his beast face on, that's his resting beast face, where he has his chin down, and which raises his eyes in their sockets a little bit. It gives him a very menacing look, and that's supposed to intimidate people. Oh, God, don't look at me like that, Messiah. And while all this was going on, the judge, according to a post on X, the judge is spoon-feeding her information the same way you would help a law student in a mock trial. Embarrassing. Another post on X said, quote, roaring with laughter at Habba's incompetence. I bet the evidence professors at Widener are now nervously looking at their rosters to see if she was someone they taught. End quote. Oh, yeah, okay. Two of the professors that she had 7 professors apparently, 2 of them responded to inquiries from the press. Another one declined comment. Another who requested anonymity said, quote, she was very different in law school. If anything, she was left-leaning, end quote. Really? Uh-oh. It looks like the religious trap grabbed her. And according to her name, I would have assumed that she was Muslim, but it looks like the Christian fascists grabbed her. Anyway, this person who said that continued. This person said, quote, if you had asked me in law school to create a list of classmates that would end up being legal counsel for the former president of the United States, Alina Habba would not have been on my list. But then again, if you had asked me to create a list of future presidents, Donald Trump would not have been on the list either. Crazy things happen, end quote. Oh, well, so much for the school that Alina Habba, Old Pouty Lips, went to. What's it called? The Widener School, Widener College of some, what the hell is it called? Oh, well. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. The Progressive Voices Network brings you commercial-free commentary from today's leading progressive radio hosts and pundits, like me, Mike Malloy, 24 hours a day. I'm not your typical old guy from the 80s or the 90s talk radio host, and Progressive Voices is not your typical talk radio network. It's a listener-supported nonprofit with no corporate control whatsoever over our broadcast. So hosts like me, Mike Malloy, are free to rant and scream and carry on about whatever we like. We're often controversial, but we're never boring. Weeknights, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West on the Progressive Voices Network. Always progressive, always on. I'm Mike Malloy. Keep it lit.